Hi there, molendinarius here, Evan. In this video I want to talk to you about a couple of things that I've set up to help with spoken Latin. Now, as you know, I used to run a site called Scholar, which had 2,000 members, and that was all set up in Latin, hosted on Ning, and then unfortunately Ning jumped the hosting charges to an amount that was excessive. And so what I did was I decided that the most important part of Scholar was the chat room, and I discovered that you can set up a chat room on Skype. So if you go onto Skype, you'll see that there's a chat room called the Locutorium Latinum. If you go to latinum.org.uk on Patreon and look at my homepage, there's a link to it here. And you can click on the Locutorium Latinum, and it's quite an active chat room here. It's got 250 members. It's got a maximum of 300, and it's text-based. There's a lot of Latin here, so people are speaking all day. There's lots and lots going on. But the problem with this is that it's text-based, and there's no facility here for speaking aloud. The problem with that is Skype has this limitation. When you have more than 20 people in a group, you can't speak aloud. So there are some subgroups that have been set up which limit their membership to allow this to happen. But I've decided that there's a solution. One of my students pointed out an app that I was totally unaware of called Houseparty, and I've downloaded it. Houseparty is here. You click on it, and what happens is that comes up after you've signed in, and here we have two Latin speakers here, Lucia Tawi and somebody else who's also joined it. And basically what happens is that once someone joins Houseparty as your friend, when they're online, they come up here, and then you can wave to them. You can click, for example, Lucia Tawi. I could click on Lucia Tawi and wave to him, and then if he were there, he could respond, and we could start a conversation. I'm not sure if that's going to happen now. If it does, I'll show you. And you enter a room and start talking. Up to 8 people can enter a room at a time, and the idea is you can talk face to face. I think this is an excellent possibility for spoken Latin. So I've put a link to my personal URL for this. What you can do here, when you have this Houseparty, you can click on the addere here, and you can say add friends to this room. So add amigos conclavi, or ad convivium, by SMS or by WhatsApp or by Messenger. Or the other way of doing it is you can go here and you can click add friends, and you can invite friends, and here you have the option of going to Skype, for example, and finding all of the people you know on Skype and send them a message. There's a locutorium, sorry, this should be here. So I'll do that again because I stupidly wasn't showing you what's going on. Let's go back. Open up Houseparty. You can see that. Click here in the corner. There. Add friends. Add amigos, which you probably can't see. There. Add amigos. Probably can't see a thing. It says here invite friends at the bottom. You click on invite friends, and then you can scroll through a number of apps here. I'll select Skype, for example, and then all my contacts on Skype are here, and I can add them or suggest that they join me on Houseparty. So if enough Latin speakers do join Houseparty, then there will be a little Latin community where people can drop in and out of a text chat, a audio chat, as they wish. So that's that. I think it'll take some time to build up. There are only 250 people after all on the Locutorium Latinum over on Skype. But I think this is a much more user-friendly system. It's on your phone. Most people are using phones, and it's not as clunky as Skype is. So that's that. If you feel like speaking a bit of Latin, or even listening to other people speak Latin, because you can join a Latin group and stay silent. You haven't got to actually say much, apart from salve. And you can say, I don't know how to speak Latin. Anyone that does know will be very patient with you. That's that. So that's the Houseparty, the Convivium Latinum, which you can download from Apple Store, from the Play Store. Pardon me, put on your phone. Add me. Add your friends, go on to Skype, find the Latin people on the Locutorium Latinum, send them an invitation, and slowly we can grow a little Latin community on our phones. Vale, bye bye.